Miss Arden? Miss Arden? You are Angela Arden, aren't you? Oh, Miss Arden. I don't want to disturb you, but I would love for you to have these flowers. They're from my garden.
Aren't they intended to be laying on a loved one's grave?
Oh, well, I brought them here for my late husband, but Percy would understand. He was also a big Angela Arden fan.
Then I accept these with gratitude from both you and Percy.
I wish you would sing again. We need music like yours, real music, not that vile rock and roll stuff. Do you ever listen to your old records?
No. Never. I really must go.
Where'd you get the posies?
Would you believe it? A fan.
Here you thought you were a forgotten old lady. Don't write 'em like this anymore. Lost art. Didn't you record this once?
Remember the bough that held the two of us, so full of fervent dreams we would fulfill. Remember the touch of a vanished hand and the sound of a voice that is still. Why not me? It's my moment. Let me be who I am. Two roads diverged out of the wood. I took the one that I understood. So why not me? I always knew that this would be my destiny. I've known it ever since I was a child. You and I together were meant to be so young, so free, so wild. But I was called a paltry thing, a stunted rose that never blooms. But I I can clap my hands and sing and sing and sing and sing and sing. So why not me? It's my moment. Let me be who I am. I learned by going where I have to go. I learned by being who I have to be. So why not me?
Beg your pardon? How's my hair? It doesn't like it when I tease it too much.
The hairdo's fine, but that mini dress is 2 inches shy of giving away the entire candy counter.
Oh, he'll complain like hell, but you'll see he'll never take his eyes off my legs.
As my grandmother Newton used to say, men are like Halloween pumpkins. They may look different, but inside they're all the same mush.
Take that back! Take it back!
Let me go, you're breaking my arm!
He's not like other men. He's an original. For God's sakes, Bootsy, you're talking about my father.
Hello, darling. My, don't you look delicious. New dress?
Uh-huh. Daddy's favorite color.
Suits you just fine, kiddo.
It's such a sunny day, one could almost walk around nude.
Mother, you would.
There's nothing wrong with nudity. Tony frequently visits a nudist colony at Big Sur.
Feels good letting everything hang in the breeze.
That's revolting.
Darling daughter, you sound like a square from Squaresville.
Square to you because I don't sleep around with every delivery boy and valet parking attendant.
You're affecting a rather severe tone, young lady.
Severe? To a woman who rubs cocoa butter on Sammy Davis Jr.?
Sammy is a cherished friend of this family. I refuse to justify my actions to you.
Because you can't.
Edith, why must we be forever at each other's throats?
Can't you try and meet your mother halfway? She's a good egg.
No use talking to her when she's in a mood. Tony, be a dear, fix me something nice and cool, and meet me in the garden.
It's been so considerate of you to keep my mother company while my dad's in Spain.
I'm glad I could entertain her.
As a student of psychology, I wonder what you could possibly see in my mother besides her frequently opened checkbook.
She's a wonderful gardener. How long have you felt so kindly towards your mother?
I guess deep down I've always known the truth about her.
What truth?
I don't have to tell you anything. You're not my shrink.
What secret did you learn? Why do you hate your mother so?
I hate her because she's a money-grubbing, selfish bitch who ruined my father's life. And a promiscuous slut who spends all my father's hard-earned money on trash like you.
That's not good enough. Quite a picture. Angela Arden surrounded by her award-winning Angela Arden roses.
I seem to have a green thumb for everything but raising children.
It's just a phase, Angie. All kids go through it.
When did it start? When did it all go wrong?
After your sister Barbara died?
Why should you say that?
Sometimes a death in the family, the death of a beloved aunt, can be a traumatic experience for a child.
Perhaps something did happen that summer. One feels the memory lingering like smog over the canyon. Whatever it was, I've paid for it dearly. What about you, Tony? Have I paid enough for you?
You stop it right there. That's not funny. You know you're my girl.
Am I? You ask me to give up everything safe and secure for a man whose reputation is that of a highly paid gigolo.
I've always been the kind of guy that people start rumors about. Hell, it was a certain rumor about me that got you to reach for the phone in the first place.
Who are you, Tony Parker? You've slipped into my life as easily as vermouth into a glass of gin. Quickly and just a bit too smooth. Your life is a locked file cabinet of dark, ugly secrets.
What have you heard?
I have it on excellent authority, by way of every hair burner in West Hollywood, that the favors you've received are not only courtesy of the ladies, but les garçons as well.
You get this straight. I'm no fag. I've torn men apart for saying less.
Darling, listen to us. We were nearly arguing. I've never desired any man as I've desired you.
That was my little girl.
Missing you.
Oh, how many times have I thought of this scrumptious little punum?
Welcome home, Saul.
Tony Parker. What brings you here?
I drove Mrs. Sussman to visit her sister's grave.
Angela used to be a first-rate driver until her sister died. Overnight, she developed some phobia about it.
Your sister died in a car accident?
No, from an overdose of pills.
Ah, the little darlings. That's all they're so happy you're home.
You're faking it. They got an ankle just like everybody else.
They really are identical, aren't they?
None of God's creations are entirely alike.
So, Tony, how's the acting career? Still dry?
I'm holding out. It's not easy to find a TV series with the range and class of Squad Car 13. I better get back to the club. I have to give a tennis lesson to a very spoiled 10-year-old named Gwendolyn. Mr. Sussman, it's good to have you home.
So, was your trip successful?
Used to be easy to raise money for American films in Europe. Now it's dried up like a plate of blintzes in the Sahara.
Sweetie. Sweetie. These angels need to be walked.
Translation, get the hell out of here so I can be a shrew to your father in private. I'll go, Mother. But I'll be back.
My God, I'm proud of that kid. She's my legacy.
Saul, so much has happened since you've been gone. I've received an offer to sing in New York.
At a nightclub?
No, at a resort in the Catskills.
How much are they paying you?
Well, we haven't worked out the details.
So when are you leaving?
By the end of the week, the top rangers and musicians are all in New York. It's really tremendously exciting.
You're a rotten liar.
Beg your pardon.
A New York gig? Nobody would hire you to sing at a dogfight. Not with that wobble.
That's not true. I've been practicing nearly every day with my vocal coach. I no longer crack on that high F over middle C. Now, if you'll excuse me, I intend to soak in a hot tub and prefer not to be disturbed.
I know why you're so eager to get to New York. And it ain't to sing in any bar mitzvahs either. You've got a lover. And he's rented a townhouse in Greenwich Village for the both of you. Care to know the floor plan?
No, although I'm mildly curious to hear the identity of my secret paramour.
Does the name Tony Parker ring a bell?
Tony. Tony Parker.
Don't you dare laugh.
Really, it's so amusing. Me, run off with Tony, a failed TV actor, and a notorious Lothario.
Tony Parker is known to have the biggest cock west of the San Andreas Fault. I should have known a tramp like you would come begging for it.
I will not remain here to be insulted.
Oh, yeah? You're not going anywhere. I had you followed by a detective. He took pictures. Pictures that made even a hard-boiled gumshoe reach for the Pepto-Bismol. Here, take a look.
I'd say these are certainly grounds for divorce.
Never. I am sentencing you to life imprisonment, baby, and I am gonna be the warden.
You're mad.
We are a famous couple, Angela, and we're gonna stay that way in public, if not in private.
And this will bring you happiness.
Nobody makes a dirty joke out of Saltpeter Sussman. You are my possession. I own you just like I own every toilet in this house. Oh.
Salo, you all right?
Don't get your hopes up. It's not a heart attack. It's this damn constipation. I haven't had a decent crap since I landed in Madrid. Oh, and Angela, one more thing. If you think you're going to forget your troubles by indulging in a shopping spree, forget it, because I'm canceling all your charge cards. From now on, every request comes through the warden's office.
Lance, you scared the bejesus out of me.
Kiss me, you beautiful creature.
Do I smell pot?
Gee, Mom, you got me on that one.
Listen, baby. I'm not one of your friend's square old ladies. I toured with the band. I'm quite familiar with reefer and fully acquainted with its dangers.
You're the coolest mom ever.
What are you doing home from school?
The anti-war demonstration. Yeah, students took over the president's office. They sent the rest of us kids home.
Oh, really?
My friend Ruth gave the associate dean a saltwater enema.
I need a drink. Scotch for me, Pepsi for you.
Mom?
Well, I suppose a splash of bourbon won't kill you. Darling, flick on that lamp, will you please? Lance, stop, please. Well, here we are. Chin chin, as they say. Now, be perfectly honest. Have you ever seen such gorgeous gams?
Well, maybe on the homecoming queen.
Oh, you stop.
Mother, I told you a lie. I didn't come home because of an anti-war demonstration. They kicked my ass out of that college. Bastards. They said I was a bad influence.
On the other students?
On the faculty. They said I was a sexual magnet.
I imagine it was some predatory older woman.
Dr. Crenshaw's a man.
And you were alone with him?
Oh, not alone. There were 8 of them. The entire math department, in fact. The dean said, well, he said I instigated a homosexual orgy in the faculty lounge. They found me being spun around nude on the Lazy Susan.
Darling, just tell me this. The truth. And I'll be behind you 100%, no matter what you say. Are you a cocksucker?
Oh, Mother, who the hell cares? I'm a mental cripple. A cripple!
Don't ever say that.
I'm different. I've always been different ever since I was born. I'm sick. I'm twisted. I'm a freak.
That's not true. And you have two parents who adore you.
You know my father hates me, and he hates you too. Why can't he just die?
There were extenuating circumstances. Well, you're not in the movie business, so you wouldn't understand. These things were beyond my control. What? Monday? It's impossible. No, you gotta give me... You gotta... Please! Oh, my God.
Are you sick, Mr. S? Should I call Dr. Mandel?
No, Nathan Mandel I don't need.
Talk to Bootsy. Let her help.
I'm out of date. I'm out of touch. My kind of movies, pleas for tolerance for the Jew or the Negro or the immigrant Italian, are made a mockery of today. As kids in the beards, they seek to tear down the establishment. When the fuck did I become the establishment?
You're a great man, Mr. S.
I'm finished. I'm kaput. Lucy, the only way I could finance this new film was to borrow money from less than reputable associates.
The mob?
Gods have turned against me. The rotten weather and actors dying, and now the film is falling apart. They're threatening to give me a bath in cement if I don't pay up. Lucy, you're looking at a corpse.
He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty. Proverbs 16.
Say, Angela, she's a witch. She put a curse on me. Oh, God. Oh, God. 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 My God. 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 Oh.
Well, it's a damn pity you kids aren't interested in going to the theater with us tonight. The House of Atreus may have been written over 1,000 years ago, but the murder of King Agamemnon by his queen, Clytemnestra, is remarkably relevant to our contemporary anxieties.
Lance, just drink the goddamn soup.
Sorry, Daddy.
By Contlemu, by Coop Hinks.
Het Jelskijk alert Marx.
Uzi, what's your zad's up? And Ausum bin Kadup.
God damn it! You eat normal, or we're gonna shut you away in an institution?
No, Daddy, don't!
Dare you speak to your son like that?
It's my shame to have such a son.
The great man, the conscience of the industry. How about a little sympathy and tolerance for your own family?
Well, I have no sympathy for you, baby, and none for him either. My son, the loser.
You're the loser, the flop!
Lance!
Monsters, they get put to sleep tomorrow. Sit down, Angela. Sit down!
I thought the murder scene was beautifully staged. The character of Queen Clytemnestra was almost sympathetic. Aren't you glad I made you renew our theater subscriptions?
Shut up. The best performance tonight was you pretending to be your wife.
Daddy, I saw the light on under the door. It's after 2 in the morning. Are you okay?
Of course, my precious. I'm just having trouble sleeping.
Are you and Mother not speaking?
Everything is fine. She's in the kitchen right now fixing me some warm milk.
You seem so sad and tired since you got back from Spain. What's wrong, Daddy? You can tell me. We're soulmates.
Then I'll confide in you. It's just this god-awful constipation. Before I go to sleep, I'm supposed to take a suppository. Well, nobody ever said it was going to be easy being an old Jew.
Bootsy, you don't ever do that.
I'm sorry, Mrs. S. I heard someone down here and I got scared.
You scared the hell out of me. Now you go back to bed.
Is that warm milk for Mr. S? I'll fix it for him.
No, you won't.
Some honey and a dash of cinnamon makes it special.
Now, I'll do that to you. Now, scoot.
Don't let it curdle.
You heard me. Scoot.
Never forget that you're half Sussman. Now, the other half, that strange Canadian Goyish of flotsam, that you can dismiss.
It's your blood that I'm proud of.
You are my daughter, my immortality. What is our motto?
Make it big,
Yeah?
give it class, and leave them with a message.
Yeah!
My, we have a visitor.
I was just leaving.
You know, Magnin is having a sale on go-go boots. We could make a day of it.
Go-go boots? They're about as ancient as a hoop skirt.
Then I could use your able assistance as fashion consultant.
Well, my first bit of advice, Mother, would be to cancel your next facelift and start acting your age. Good night, Daddy. Pleasant dreams.
A kiss? My, you two must have had quite an interesting little chat.
I didn't have to tell her anything new to make her despise you.
Drink your milk before it gets cold.
Oh, by the way, an envelope came for you today. contracts from the Kravitz Resort. It turns out you weren't lying about that singing engagement in the Catskills.
You opened my mail.
I phoned them today, acting as your agent. Regretfully, they couldn't meet our requests, so they were forced to cancel the gig. Sorry, dear, just trying to help out.
You do seem to be holding all the cards. Aren't you going to drink your milk?
I hate warm milk. Take it away.
Is it because I suggested it?
I hate warm milk. It makes me gag.
It will help you sleep.
I can't sleep because of the constipation. What I've got to do is take one of these frigging suppositories. What? How are you supposed to open these things? I don't have any nails.
Let me do it.
Oh, Angela. Angela. I remember the first time I ever laid eyes on you in that Fakakta recording studio on 53rd Street. Oh, you're so lovely. So fresh. And I said to myself, someday that delicate little songbird's gonna be mine. And I am gonna buff her brains out.
Here we are, ready for insertion.
How the hell am I supposed to get this huge thing in? Throw it away. I'll drink some milk and magnesia.
You know that never works. Or the X-Lax.
Maybe I get a good night's sleep and my natural peristaltic action will kick in.
You spent the money, you might as well try it.
It's the size of a Nathan's hot dog. I can't do it.
I'll help you.
Oh, are you kidding?
I'm just tired of hearing you complain about the bloat. Now, come on, Saul, bend over. You heard me, bend over.
Okay, just be careful. I've got a hemorrhoid. I can't believe this. No! Oh, you're killing me!
Now you know how I felt all those nights you forced yourself on me.
Oh, motherfucker!
I'm just trying to get the whole thing in. You're very tight. You must do your utmost to relax.
Relax? How can I relax with a nuclear warhead up my rectum? Ah!
Operation complete.
Wonder how long it'll be before I feel anything.
Almost immediately, from what I understand.
You got a queer look on your face. What are you thinking?
Perhaps how nothing turns out exactly as one plans.
Huh. Well, that goes double, lady. How many millions did I sink into that cinematic musical abortion for you to star in? The song of Marie Antoinette. Every critic coast to coast agreed you lost your talent overnight. Huh. That flop sure marked the beginning of my downfall. Oh, God, my stomach is churning. I think it's starting to kick in.
When I was young, and so very much in love with you, I never thought it would end this way.
End? What do you mean? The suppository. Is it poison? Did you... Angela, did you poison me? Oh, God, Angela, what? For the love of God. Call a paramedic, please. Please. Oh, God. Angela, please. 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 Angela, rot in hell!
3 steps, 8. Now, don't go too fast. Go.
Mrs. Sussman, was your husband on any heart medications?
Dozens. I poo-pooed his aches and pains, called him a pathetic neurotic hypochondriac. I'll live forever with the guilt.
Mom, it's not your fault. Pop had a bum ticker.
Were you in charge of those medications?
Well, no more questions. Can't you see the poor dear's in a total state of shock? Mrs. S., you'd best go back on upstairs.
No! I'm his wife. I'm going in the ambulance with him. You can't stop me.
Oh, Mother, must you always be acting?
Mrs. S., it's best that I go. You're much too fragile and way too famous.
Mrs. Sussman, that'll be all for now. You've been very helpful.
And you're a delight. I can't get over it. You're also darn good looking. You could be actors.
How dare you show your face in this house less than 24 hours after my father's death?
I'm sorry you feel that way, Edie. But perhaps I can be of some comfort to your mother.
Well, I'm afraid you can't. Mother's out with my brother, Lance. He's helping her adjust to her new widowhood. What kind of a crazy world is this? My father's dead, and my mother's gigolo shows up ready for some hot action.
I suppose I deserved that. Would you believe the last thing I wanted to do was betray your father?
Oh, like really?
I don't ask your forgiveness. It's almost as if I didn't have a choice. Your mother is a sorceress. She casts a hypnotic spell over a man. You possess that same magic, Edie.
I do? No, you're not to be trusted.
Edie. Lovely, smooth, sweet Edie. Oh, I want to know everything about you. Your favorite color, your favorite movie star. Do you think your mother killed your father?
Canary Yellow, Carol Lindley. And yes, I know she did it, but I can't prove a thing. Oh, Tony, I think you just broke my hymen.
I told you there wouldn't be much blood. The chlorine dissolves it, you see. Where were we? Oh, yeah. I heard your father died of a massive heart attack.
So they said. There's something not right about it.
Being a man of the world, I have friends in interesting places. Mind if I do a little legwork?
Yeah, sure. But I thought you were under Mother's spell.
Haven't you heard? There's a new witch in town.
Where is Edith? We're going to be late for the funeral.
I do worry about that child. But as my wise Uncle Enoch used to say, as catsup is to meatloaf, so sorrow is a condiment to joy.
Mother! I'm ready to kill Lance. He's locked himself in his room.
He's not going.
Not going to Daddy's funeral. He's going if I have to break down that door.
Don't you say a word to him. Lance is taking it very hard. I've never seen the lad so distrait.
Nice breeze. Must feel good.
What are you doing on my lawn?
Name's Tony Parker. You must be Lance. I'm here to offer my condolences to your mother. Isn't she back from the funeral?
After the service, there was a reception at Peter Lawford's agent's.
May I ask why you're not with the rest of your family?
That's none of your business.
You know, I skipped out on my old man's funeral. Ghastly, primitive ritual.
I don't like sad things.
We've met before, you know. Long time ago. At the Hacienda Club. Your father brought you around. I remember you in the locker room. A scrawny waif with no pubic hair.
I remember you too. You didn't wear a towel.
No need to be shy around other men. You still collect photos of Donald O'Connor?
Yeah.
Wonderful woman, your mother. I understand she was very kind to her sister. Your Aunt Barbara.
Why not? They were close.
Were they? How much do you remember?
What do you want to know?
Just nosy, I guess. It's a terrible habit. I find people so fascinating. You intrigue me very much.
Why?
Because you dare to be yourself. Honesty. It's a big turn-on for me. A real, big turn-on. Not until you answer my questions. Tell me about your mother and Aunt Barbara.
You can't bully me. My family is very private.
Perhaps I'll talk to your mother another time.
Buster, if you want any singing out of me, you better haul out that bratwurst and spread some mustard on it.
Deal's a deal.
Let us mourn the loss of a warrior king, felled not in the field of battle, but by coronary thrombosis. Now, as a producer myself, I would have preferred to see a man with Saul Sussman's stature lying in state, draped catafalque, burning papers. It distresses me that such a man should be hurriedly cremated like a mongrel dog at the pound.
Amen. At last the truth is spoken.
A man with the nobility of purpose, the courage, the integrity of a Roosevelt, a Negro.
Where was this schmuck when Saul's picture flushed down the Spanish crapper? How are you bearing up, sweetie? You look, of course, divine. Is that a Givenchy on your back?
Shotzi, is this for publication?
Doesn't have to be. You do consider me a friend.
Always. And that's definitely for publication.
Now that Saul's singing with the angels, will we be seeing you riding the comeback trail? I doubt you get a record deal anywhere, but there's still television.
Well, let's just say I'm working on the voice. It's been a long time between songs.
There's a piano over there. Why don't you give us all a thrill?
Oh, it's hardly appropriate.
And who will make films like this in the future?
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? I missed you all day long. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent. You know I'll do you wrong, I really have. Talking about your troubles, it's a quiet sin. Ride a painted pony, let the spinning wheel spin. Woo!
I always knew Mother was nothing more than a cheap, hopped-up nymphomaniac.
Wow, you weren't gone very long.
Tony, what are you doing here?
Your brother was kind enough to show me his frescoes. Impressive for a boy his age.
Lance, how could you miss Daddy's funeral?
Stop browbeating me. I'm very upset.
Sometimes you have to face things that are hard to swallow.
All in all, I think it was a lovely service and reception. Hello, Tony. How kind of you to join us in our mourning.
Nothing could keep me away.
Bootsy, remove some of these floral tributes. They're wilting, and I can't bear to be surrounded by more death.
I think I'll put some of these petals in the pages of my Bible.
As you wish.
I brought you a small gift. Something to cheer you up.
You have a gift for thoughtfulness. What is it?
The only record you and your sister made as a singing duo. The Salt and Pepper Polka.
How dare you bring this monstrosity into this house?
But it's the only recording of you and Barbara ever released.
The only existing record of her voice.
And I will not be reminded of her by anyone.
I didn't mean to upset you.
You knew perfectly well that I hate listening to my old records, and yet you deliberately shoved it under my nose, and all the questions, the snooping about. Well, I will not be tortured and tormented.
But Angela...
I want you out of my house. I want you out of my life. Just get out.
You can't discard me like one of your false eyelashes. This is Tony. I'm in for the long haul.
Out.
You and I made some heavy promises, baby.
Get out.
You haven't heard the last of me.
And that goes for all of you. I'm clearing out the deadwood. This is as good a time as any to announce that I'm selling the house to the first bidder.
You wouldn't.
I'm moving to New York. Edith, I don't want to hear a word about it. I am sick and tired of living my life for others. This is the time for Angela Arden. This time, it's for me. For me. For me.
But, Mother!
I hate this house. I hate these walls. I hate that sofa. The only part of this dump that doesn't make me puke is that door. Because that's the way I'm getting out.
But you can't sell this house.
I'm bringing down these walls around us. To quote the kids in the ghetto, burn, baby, burn.
Edie, aren't you gonna eat your coleslaw?
It's time you face the truth. Our mother murdered our father.
Hold the coleslaw.
She poisoned him.
He died of a heart attack.
Oh, many rich old men that die of heart attacks are really the victims of arsenic poisoning. Tony told me so.
Why'd he tell you that?
Doesn't matter.
Well, Bootsy told us she was with the coroner when he performed the autopsy. There wasn't a trace of arsenic in his stomach.
What if Mother was clever and found another way to slip him the arsenic? A method devised to bypass the digestive tract.
I'm confused.
The night Daddy died, he was complaining of constipation. The doctor prescribed a powerful suppository. Suppose Mother found a way of tampering with the laxative.
I don't believe it.
You are Saul Sussman's only son. It's up to you to avenge his death.
What do you want me to do?
Kill Mother.
No!
We're here for the furniture. How many rooms are going to be?
Just one. My late husband's office. This way, gentlemen.
Why can't you accept that Mother is a murderess and a whore? Lance! It's no use hiding from me or the truth. Lance!
Leave me alone! I'm not listening to you!
You will listen.
Leave me alone! My head. It's pounding. Pounding.
Yes, it's pounding. Sometimes it feels like there's an atom bomb inside your head that's waiting to go pow.
Get out of here!
It's time you heard the truth. Daddy said it was the drugs. The pill popping Mother did during the pregnancy that made you the way you are.
Leave me alone!
There was something wrong with your brain. Made you a little slow. Made it hard for you to understand things.
What?
Don't you see? It's not your fault, it's hers. Because Mother was so selfish and evil that she wouldn't give up her precious sleeping pills. Fuck off, Lance! She destroyed you. She turned your brains into mush, into creamed spinach.
She didn't. It's not true. You're the bitch. You're the one I'd like to kill. She couldn't do such a thing. She couldn't. Not Mother. Mother? Mother?
What are you doing in here? Get out! Get out! Get out! Oh, Lance. Oh, my baby.
Lance Sussman, you are going to speak to me.
Why? You're not my mother. My mother couldn't be so disgusting.
Sexual fulfillment is every woman's God-given right. And by golly, I'm going to grab it.
Saul Sussman was not only my client, but a beloved friend. Indeed. Only last Hanukkah he gave me this gold desk set, and I cherished the gift the way I cherish the man. On the morning of his death, Saul instructed me to draw up a new will. It is this document that I feel compelled to honor. Now, the children have been left substantial trusts that are protected against any outstanding debts. Angela, I must tell you that you have been completely cut out, except for the minimum allowance required by law. The bulk of the estate, apart from the children's trust, is willed to Miss Bootsy Carp.
Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Matthew 5.
And this will was signed?
In my presence.
Well, Bootsy, you are devoted and extraordinarily loyal to Mr. Sussman.
My, how that man loved my corn fritters.
Indeed he did. However, I plan to contest this will. Tuckman, you better slap on your jockstrap, because I intend to give your cojones a mean twist. Nothing personal, Bootsy.
Mrs. Sussman, if you'll excuse me for a moment, I should like to bring in my associate.
I wonder what would make Daddy change his will.
I am in no mood for your patented brand of bitchery, Missy.
You're not going to contest that will, because if you do, there might be an investigation.
A very thorough investigation.
Children, these walls are thin.
I'm changing my mind. Maybe I won't contest that will after all. I'm going back into show business. My voice is stronger than ever. And furthermore, perhaps I'll pen my memoirs. Yes, for quite a tidy sum. I'll reveal every dirty little detail of my sham of a marriage to that late great son of a bitch shitheel, Mr. Saul P. Sussman.
And destroy his good name.
You make a comeback? With your pitch problems? You're nothing but a campy showbiz joke. Have you forgotten your last summer stock tour of Molly Brown? The booze, the walkouts, the raspberries. Unfortunately, it was in the round and the management was unable to ring down the curtain. They had to drag you off the stage before the rotten eggs hit you. My face! My face!
Oh my God! Somebody come quick! I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it!
Dr. Ing said it was a miracle that there be no permanent scarring. And just think,
while we were there, he was able to remove that unsightly wart from Sister's neck. So, really, it was all for the best.
He who transgresses the laws of man shall dwell forever in the fires of Beelzebub.
That's a rather odd thing to say, Bootsy. Even from you.
Heathen, purge thy sins! After 25 years in this house, I know all your dirty little secrets, and I mean all of them!
And after 25 years, you finally show your true colors. I must say, it's not terribly attractive.
Lady, I'm gonna be around your neck like an albatross till the day you leave this green earth, and I mean it.
Listen, sister. I don't take threats from maids.
Now it's you who's showing her true colors. You never fooled me, not for a minute. I always knew you were nothing but trash washed over the Canadian border. You're never gonna write a book about Mr. Sussman because I won't let you. You're not gonna make a penny spoiling his good name.
You floor-scrubbing old hag. You've got nothing on me. And even if you did, who would believe you? You're a liar, a cheat, and a drunk.
I dried out at one of those fancy sanitariums years ago.
I know much of our booze you've been knocking back alone in your pitiful little maid's room. You're a lonely, bitter souse, Bootsy. No one's going to believe your word against mine. And I mean no one.
Woe unto ye who makes mockery of the righteous.
It takes great courage to murder the first time. That's when you can no longer claim your soul as your own. After that, it becomes remarkably simple. You'd never be quite sure what lay around the corner, would you, dear?
Think she can frighten me. Guess we'll just do a little laundry for Her Majesty. Dry clean only. Think we'll just toss this in with Lance's new blue jeans. Nothing a little heavy-duty bleach won't take out. What? Forget something? What do you want? Oh. Don't. Why? There's no need. Please don't. Did you think I might squeal? I wouldn't have.
Asshole!
I was hoping to make things up to your mother.
Why are you hiding in the potting shed?
I wasn't hiding. I thought it was a safe bet your mother would be in here. It appears I was mistaken. Perhaps she's in the house.
Not so fast, sausage man. I've missed you. Miss me?
Yeah. How you been?
Baby can't sleep. Needs Tony. Needs him bad.
We'll have to plan a sleepover at my pad. Perhaps next week.
No. Now.
Now? Here? Are you Are you serious?
You were gonna say, are you crazy? Well, I am, baby. For you.
Lance, someone might see us in here.
I guess it's tough being a switch hitter, but don't worry, Tony. I'll keep your secret. Just as long as you zigzag my way.
Lance, your mother could come in here any second.
Stop worrying. You'll get age lines. Tony.
Mother. Mother, are you okay?
Angela? Angela? Why?
How many dolls have you taken?
Your every dream came true.
Lance, don't do it!
It's not for me, stupid. It's a Mother's Day gift.
Wow, when you turn, you really turn.
Chickening out. Can't take the heat, huh?
No. I just think before we take drastic action, we should get her to confess to her crimes. I want to hear from Mother's own lips that she killed Daddy and that she killed Bootsy because she knew that Bootsy knew that she killed Daddy or something like that.
I had a feeling you'd require a confession of guilt. Well, what if she was under the influence of something?
Kind of a truth serum?
You're catching on. My plan is to send Mom on a little trip. An acid trip, LSD, a mind bender.
LSD? Can you score some?
Got a tab with her initials on it. Thought we would do it tomorrow night. Put a little acid-laced sugar cube in Mother's after-dinner coffee. That'll get her talking.
I'm but cure ate alcohol.
Ejaculalenta, una prinquavia.
Risotrovia davon with Xayanston Zim.
Blancadala. What for cuffs? Nein, that's ja canal.
Would you just stop it? I always feel so left out when you do that secret language shtick.
It's no secret. We've always been perfectly willing to teach you.
Well, let's not argue, Mother. It's an ancient tradition of anger in this house.
Amen, sister. I was just asking your brother's advice what I should wear to the Beverly Hills psoriasis ball tomorrow night. I think I'll wear the white Givenchy. White is, after all, the traditional color for mourning in India.
Coffee, Mother.
No, thank you, dear. It'll keep me up all night.
It's Viennese. I made it special.
Very well, then. If it's special.
Lance, shouldn't you be getting ready for the after-dinner entertainment?
A floor show to boot. Aren't I the lucky mum? Audience in, house lights down, curtain up.
Life's supposed to be a bowl of cherries, but they're a winter fruit if plucked too young. Just ask the callous Toms and Dicks and
How many times have I told you kids I hate hearing my old records?
Mother, he's worked so hard on this.
Remember the bough that held the two of us, so full of fervent dreams we would fulfill. Remember the touch of a vanished hand and the sound of a voice that is still. Why not me? It's my moment. Let me be. Why? Two roads diverged out of the wood. I took the one that I understood.
What's happening? Too much bourbon.
Mother?
You and I together were meant to
I feel as if I'm looking through the end of a kaleidoscope.
so wild.
Just turn off your mind and relax. Go with it.
My body's gone. I can see right into my brain.
I'm very proud of both my daughters, but Angela, she's the special one. She's the star.
Papa? Papa?
Chicago's World's Fair presents those pint-sized dynamos of song, the Arden Sisters. Savoy Theater proudly presents those little girls with the big voices. The Arden presents the crown princesses of vaudeville, the Arden Sisters.
Barbara, I feel awful breaking up the act, but RCA only wants me. They say you have no talent and are holding me back. Sister. But you can't leave the act, Angie. You can't.
Cover of the year, star of the decade, Miss Show Business, America's Nightingale, the one and only Miss Angela Arden.
Why not me? It's my moment.
Albuquerque's Skylight Bar and Grill presents Barbara Arden, Angela Arden's sister.
Two roads diverge.
Certainly not her sister.
What an exciting day in entertainment history. Angela Arden joins the National Broadcasting System.
And the winner is Angela Arden.
My dear sister Barbara, a hopeless failure. My sister Barbara, a pathetic nobody. Barbara didn't have what it takes to be a true star. Glamour, talent, drive.
Turn to the left.
She's really strung out, man.
Far out.
Angela, it's so lovely in here. I can smell the roses from your garden. And you reek of the state pen. Blessedly, I haven't seen you in years. What is it you want from me, Barbara? Want? I don't know. A shoulder to cry on? All these years, since the act broke up, I've never wanted to impose on you. And now you have. I've just been so terribly lonely. Do you even know what loneliness is?
What are you seeing now, bitch? Whore. Acid freak.
Angela, you're so very fortunate. A brilliant career, a wonderful marriage, 2 perfect children. My good fortune seems to have ended. My deadbeat sister arrives on my doorstep, a complete and utter failure, expecting a handout. Angela, I've never said anything of the kind. Barbara, we're twins. We can read each other's minds. Well, perhaps you can make yourself useful.
Angela, Angela, I want you just to lie down and
Oh, yeah, stop up, Bridget.
Stop!
You just stink. Now, rust the hell out. What's going on here? You don't deserve pets. You don't deserve beautiful things. I get a drink.
If my sister died, no one would mourn. If my sister died, I would be free. I could be Angela, a better wife, a better mother, a better star. The house is empty. The children are away with the governess. How many will I need? Are these enough?
This just in from our Hollywood bureau. The sister of singer Angela Arden was found dead today of an apparent overdose. Authorities believe Barbara Arden took her own life.
Saul? Saul, is that you?
Yes, I did it! I killed Saul! I killed Angela! Back on the boat!
Thought you'd never get here.
Where is she?
In her bedroom, getting dressed for the charity ball. Here's the tape, proof of her crimes.
What does she remember of last night?
Nothing. She thinks it was all a dream.
Didn't think a dead man could be so strong?
The cuisine in Hades must be top-notch.
Oh, Tony, take me away from here. I've got money now. Stocks, bonds, a supermarket in West Covina.
Hey! I thought I was the one you were hot for.
You? How's the weather in Fantasyland?
Now, the two of you just wait 1 second.
Oh, wait, nothing. That 11-inch dong has my luggage tags on it.
Not on your life, Lady Scarface!
I'll never have him brain dead.
But I don't understand. I thought...
You thought you killed me? Dear loyal Bootsy was on to you. Hey, that was a neat trick that you tried to pull with that suppository. Not only didn't it kill me, but my constipation is just as bad as it was before.
And you played this cruel charade on your own children.
Yeah, there's something you should know about your beloved children. They laced your coffee with LSD. I hid out here last night. Hey, that was some bender you were on.
LSD? So that's what happened. My dream.
Oh, yeah, your dream. Very revealing. Barbara. You killed her. You killed your sister. You killed Angela. How could you even think that you could replace her? Well, as a mother, perhaps. As a wife. But as a star? Barbara, you were always a no-talent amateur. A loser. You'll go to the gas chamber for this, you evil bitch.
Yes, and I really don't care. All my life, what I feared most was loneliness. That terrible, aching kind of loneliness. It's a dark, empty place to live. Somehow, I'm not afraid of the darkness anymore. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid.
Hey, stop it. The truth is, I can't run off with either of you.
But, Tony, you stole my virginity.
What about that head-to-toe tongue bath I gave you?
There's something you need to know. I'm not what I seem. I'm...
Next time, aim for the heart. You're an expert at that.
Daddy, you're alive.
Oh, my baby.
Mr. Sussman, you've got some explaining to do.
Daddy, no more secrets. Please.
Oh, what does it matter now? Cards on the table. I was in deep trouble with the mob. owed them money that I could never repay. There was no way out until Bootsy showed me that my wife was plotting my murder. And that's when she got the idea. Bootsy's new improved plan was to make Angela think that she had really killed me. If I could convince everybody that I was dead, I could start a brand new life with a brand new name. And with the help of a plastic surgeon, a new face.
But I was there when the police arrived.
Professional actors.
The ambulance driver?
Professional actor.
The coroner.
Community theater.
But who killed Bootsy?
I killed Bootsy. She was a loose end with loose lips. As long as she was alive, I wouldn't be safe. She loved me so much.
I guess it's time I revealed the truth about myself. Although a card-carrying member of the Screen Actors Guild, I'm also a federal agent. I've been working undercover for the past 6 months.
Undercover? Under the sheets?
All in the line of duty, I'm afraid. You see, my father, too, worked for the Bureau. He was part of the investigation into the suicide of Barbara Arden. He was sure that Barbara had killed Angela Arden and then taken her place. Everyone thought he was off his beam. Dad died a broken man. I've been obsessed with finding the truth to this mystery, and you all have now solved it for me. Mr. Sussman, it's time to go.
Daddy, I'll write every day.
Sussman family tradition is in your hands now. Make it big. Give it class. Leave them with a message.
Edith, if you could only believe that behind all the madness, I so wanted to be your mother.
Please don't.
You always knew I was an imposter, didn't you?
I suppose unconsciously I did. It left me confused and angry.
And for that I shall never forgive myself. But you, Lance, that darling little boy who no one cared to understand, this was someone who needed me. And it felt so good to be needed.
I did need you,
Perhaps you should call me Auntie Barbara.
Mother.
Thank you.
Die. Oh. Boo, brother.
You broke the code. I always knew you would.
This is so hard for me to say. For years, I've pursued you, hoping to trip you up, to force a confession. And in the process, I've become obsessed with you. You're an enchantress. I can't let you go.
But you must. It is your duty.
I'll say the tape was a hoax, a big joke. Of course you're Angela. No one could have pulled off such a masquerade. I'll swear it to be true. If Lance and Edith will back me up.
Of course we will. Won't you, Edie?
Of course we will.
And for that I'm truly grateful. But I mustn't keep my police escort waiting.
But Mother, if you turn yourself in, they'll give you the death sentence for sure.
And yet, by giving myself up, I seek a kind of freedom.
I'll go with you. You shouldn't do this alone.
Thank you, Tony. But I won't be alone. Not really. Because for the first time, I have me. And that's a wonderful feeling.
Life's supposed to be a bowl of cherries, but they're a bitter fruit if plucked too young. Just ask the callous Toms and Dicks and Harrys who took them from the branches where they hung. Remember the bough that held the two of us, so full of fervent dreams we would fulfill. Remember the touch of a vanished hand and the sounds of a voice that is still. Why not me? It's my moment. Let me be who I am. Two roads diverged out of the wood. I took the one that I understood. So why not me? I always knew that this would be our destiny. I've known it ever since I was a child. You and I together, it was meant to be. So young, so free, so wild. They said I was a paltry thing, a faded star that never shined. But I can clap my hands and sing, and sing and sing, and sing and sing. So why not me? It's my moment. Let me be.